Alright, well, we have another choice on our hands. Pretty much depleted your personal funds to send gifts. You're thinking of restarting it. Yeah. I mean, I've had to do that a few times. I haven't had to do that in this game, but I have had to do that a few times in the original game, especially with like pyramids breaking, or like things just happening that shouldn't be happening. I've been pretty lucky so far, I think. But now we gotta make a choice. And there's only one real way to make a choice in this world. It's with the coin flip. Alright, so we have two choices here. Hold on. Let's take a look at them first. We have Bubastis, the city of Bast. 4 Palato estates. I think it's a bug in the game since you don't have to send a single gift and your rating keeps going up even though you also still receive the copper, so I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I did send a gift at the end. It's not accurate that I didn't send a single gift. I did send a gift in the last little bit, but it was just to creep it up 10 points, so it wasn't that bad. Alright, so I have to build two large obelisks. Or, where we have to build a mausoleum and the gauntlet. I don't know if I want to go to the gauntlet. Not after last mission. Alright, we're gonna do heads for Bubastis. Oh, yeah, thanks, Telly. I appreciate it. So, what Telly on Death is speaking of is, I qualify for the affiliate program now. I haven't set it up yet. That's gonna require some involvement on my part. And it's probably going to be another couple of weeks. Thanks, Tana. I appreciate it. It's gonna be another couple weeks before I have all that set up, probably. But yeah, I just qualified yesterday, and I got a notification that I can start setting that stuff up. So that's really cool. But yeah, we're gonna do heads for Bubastis and tails for Heh. I hope it's not tails. I don't want to go through the gauntlet. Okay, heads it is. Whew. We get to avoid the gauntlet. This time. I'm sure there will be more gauntlets to go. The city of Bast. 4 Palato estates. So Palato estates are the highest tier of building. Or the highest tier of housing. So we're going to have to make some nice housing to get this done. Let's go.
Most royal Pharaoh. With robust trade.
What is this mini map? That is absolutely disgusting in the bottom left-hand corner.
And wealth can bring. Bubastis provides a perfect location for such a city. We can protect our valuable trade routes to the east, while paying homage to Bast, who has watched over Egypt. Bast city should be like no other in Egypt. It should be as lovely as the lotus flower, blooming forth with entertainment, schools, libraries, and places of worship. Its citizens should be well supplied with the finer things, including imported incense. When complete,
85 culture rating? Gross. Maybe I did want to go through the gauntlet.
Storm rising in the east. The thundering of horses' hooves are heard throughout Canaan, and lightning-quick chariots are laying waste to all in their path. These formidable chariots, the likes of which have never been seen anywhere, are driven by the Hyksos.
4 states. Yeah.
Already,
4 estates is not going to be that bad. Palato estates are pretty nice.
Against the impending danger.
But 85 culture is going to be crazy. Alright, let's look at this. I hate it. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. Sorry about that. I had to cough for a second. I'm guessing this is the King's Road. Yeah, because the other two don't lead off into anything. So this is probably a good area for my starting city. The thing that I hate is just how sprawling this grassland is. That's gonna be a massive pain in the butt to get working for me. But the good news is I only need... Oops. I only need... No target population? Okay. Alright. So it's just 4 Palato estates. And all the culture and prosperity that I could ever imagine. So I don't really need a massive population. Okay. That's good. So, the smaller the pop, the easiest it is to reach the culture? Yeah. So, woodcutter, clay pit, reed gatherers. Ooh, I deleted a bunch of trees. That probably won't be a problem. Wood is a pretty good starting resource. I could do wood and bow. I could literally do what I was talking about last time, which was building composite bows to sell. Let's take a look at our trade routes. Sawu sells granite and copper. Wasset sells granite and copper. Puent sells incense. Nice. Iken sells wood. And Heh buys weapons, wood, linen, papyrus, and pottery. So we're definitely going to be focusing on wood production at the start. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to start down here. We're going to build a dock. We're going to build some farmlands along the floodplain and in the floodplain. We may save... I'm not quite sure if I want to build my farmland in the floodplain for farms, for food, or if I want to save that for flags. Because it's more important that your food is consistent than your industries. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Depends on the floods. You're right. Thank you, game. I'm so glad. There we go. Mediocre flooding. And you could always beg Osiris for more better floods. I hate that I just said more better. But it's fine. We also have reeds over here. Hold on. Wait. Oh, we have hunting lodges. We have hunting lodges. We have fishing wharfs. Okay. All right. So I'm planning on this being like an industrial sector right alongside the river. We're going to put a dock here. I'm going to commit to that. And then this is 3. 1, 2, 3, yeah. So we're gonna have a bunch of industries over here. This is gonna be where our housing is. And then we're gonna have food production back here. Tetrahedron, welcome to the party. Yeah, I got new badges for my most loyalist people who I see in every single stream. There's nothing of value. You don't get anything. It's just a badge. It's just you and Talion Dath right now who have them, I believe. I only have a couple to give out, so... Tana, I'm sorry. I only have a couple to give out. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah. Also, like, Tetrahedron is in, like, every single stream. Like, regardless of what I play. I think he deserves it. This is gonna be a little bit jank. Let's do that. Temple Complex to Bast? Yeah, let's not go crazy just yet, shall we? Bast. We'll put another Temple to Bast over here. Osiris. And Ptah. There we go. It's okay, Telly. I see you enough. It's all good. Okay, what was I doing? I just completely got derailed by my thought process. Alright, we're gonna put a granary here. And we're going to put our hunters over here. I hate it. No. There we go. Hunters are just so incredibly efficient. As soon as they saw that I had hunting as an option, I'm like, yeah, we're doing fish. That's what we're doing or fish. We're doing these things. These birds. They're being hunted. There we go. Okay, so we also need... So I know I said I was putting industry over here. I just realized all of the lumber is over here. I mean, we could kind of cheese it a little bit. Oh wait, no, we... This is what I get. This is what I get for playing Caesar 3 in my downtime. I'm like, oh, I need to go and put the woodcutter next to the trees. Yeah, I'm still gonna put the woodcutters over here, but I don't need to put them right next to the trees. That is a Caesar 3 mechanic. Oh yeah, there's 2 places I can export wood to. So I am going to be relying profusely on the income from wood. Heh and Iken both purchase wood. It'll be very nice, very nice. And I'll go ahead and immediately start exporting that as soon as we get some in. There we go. Are they both by foot? I thought one of them was... Oh, they are both. No, this one's water route. No, they're both water routes. So, in the original game, when you opened up a water route, the dotted line actually follows the river. And when you open up a foot route, it just goes straight to it. In the remake, it just goes straight to your city. It's a little thing, but it is a thing. And let's put a little more. Yeah. No, I got you, Tana. I got you. There we go. We'll get a little bit more housing. All right, let's unpause the game. We're also going to need a physician. There we go. And we're going to have to deal with World War Hippo, but that's okay. So, I'm planning on putting the reed gatherers in here and the papyrus makers. I guess I could put the reed gatherers down here. That way they're actually close to the reeds. Yeah, that makes more sense. And then I'll have a storage yard up here for both papyrus and whatever else we have to sell. The dancing hippo cheat code. I would just be happy if we could fight the hippos off and kill them. But we're not allowed to do that in the remake. It's illegal. Okay. So that should make us a pretty penny. Wood is such an excellent export material. And then we're also... Oh, is that the birds? Is it the birds making those sounds? Well, that's not gonna be obnoxious at all. Here, let me turn that up for our listening enjoyment. Oh, it's already turned up. Here, we'll turn down the music and the voices, and we'll just crank up the audio. I really didn't change much, did it? It's fine. Whatever. Put this back down to 60%. So, yeah, I agree, Tana. The only thing that's kind of a saving grace is that you can turn off hostile predators. But, nah, it is what it is. I'm pretty neutral on it. I don't want to get rid of the predators because I think that's kind of like a big part of the game. But by not having them, I have to accept that I'm going to be losing people to them. So it's just kind of a damned if you do and damned if you don't sort of situation. Or you just play the old game, which then everybody wins, apparently. Yeah, exactly. No, I understand. Alright, let's make a couple papyrus makers. And we're gonna plop a storage yard right here. And we're going to say yes to papyrus. Oh, Osiris is mad at us? Why is Osiris mad at us? Is Osiris... Hold on. Oh, it's because I built 3 temples to Bast. Okay. I understand your rage now, Osiris. There you go, buddy. I got you. I was so focused on this being the city of Bast, I'm just like, you know what? We don't need to worship any other gods. We're already full up on food. It's crazy. Oh, I also don't have any markets. Oops. There we go. And I need some apothecaries as well. Yeah. Yeah, so if I can finagle it and minimize the number of people I have and just make 4 Plato estates, that would be great. That would be perfect. I don't think I'm going to be able to do that very well because you need obviously you need a lot for Plato Estates, but if I can just import just what I need for the Plato Estates, I shouldn't really need that many population. That much population. I literally just need the industries to sell product. I need the ability to get the resources that the estates need. A zoo? Huh. And that's really about it. Like, I need what the estates need, and I can import that. I can import most of that. So it's just the people to work the services, and the money to import the goods that I need. That's it. It may not even take me very long. In fact, I hope it doesn't. I had a lot of long missions lately. It'd be nice to get one done in under 2 hours. So, what we're going to do... if we really want to pull this off, or try to pull this off, we're going to want to set up like an area specifically for these housing, which we may be able to just put it over here, right? We only need 4 Plato estates, but we want it off on its own as well, so that it's not like that difficult to get them what they need. So let's pull off a path like this. So we need 4 houses to turn into Plato estates. That's what the requirements are, right? Four Plato estates. Yeah. All right. So what we're going to do, we're going to kind of set up an area like we did last time. Or that we attempted to last time, but we're only going to have 4 houses there. And we're going to have a pavilion. We don't want to go nuts on this just yet. We want to make sure that we build them up over time, rather than having a bunch of houses that require people that we don't have the people for. But I think this is going to be our Plato estate area. So we are going to need a temple to each god. And one more for the patron god. There we go. This is going to eventually be a pavilion, but not yet. 25%. Okay, it's gonna be a pavilion now. There we go. And then over here, we're also going to have our storage yard. And this is going to be where everything that we need for this housing is going to go. We're going to have, like, 25% pottery, 25% beer. Then we're also going to have jewelry and incense and all that stuff in there. Okay, let's go ahead and export papyrus. We already are. Good. So do we have to import beer? Yes. Okay. we are going to work on linen. Linen is a good seller. So that'll be useful. We're only gonna plop one work camp down. There we go. Okay, they have religion, they have entertainment, they need pottery. Pottery should be pretty easy to make. Yeah, we have clay bits. Hold on. We may want to be a little bit careful here, because we may need the seafood. We may need the fish in order to get another food source, because we're going to need 3 food sources, I believe, total. I don't know why my voice cracked like that, but yeah, we're going to need 3 food sources. So game meat is super easy because, well, game meat is ridiculously efficient. We already have enough food for 3,200 people. It is overflowing. We're going to want a granary over here, too. Okay. Yeah, we want a granary with, like... We're gonna do, like, 50% game meat, 25% fish, and probably 25% grain. And also we need another juggler school, it looks like. Looks like this one's not quite reaching far enough. Okay, well, we can do that. Yeah, the docks would be having a negative effect. That's okay. We'll put a statue in. I like this one. Perfect. And we also need a physician over here. We'll put it there. Yeah, so I'm going to need fish as well for food. So I want to keep some of this straight line area open. So we're just going to put... I mean, we could put it down here, I guess. We'll do something like that. I just have to be a little careful because I need... Yeah. So I need a path open for... a water lift here. I mean, I guess I could put the water lift down here. But I am going to want a water lift eventually, which I also have all this farmland over here as well. Okay. NVIDIA's new drivers are incredibly bad, says Tetrahedron. I would believe it. I don't know, but I would believe it. Let's put a firehouse. Yeah, a firehouse down. And we can start with fishing wharves. That's gonna be like all of the food that we need for a long time. Also, this is absolutely disgusting. But that's okay. That is A-okay. GPU is 70 according to manufacturer's monitoring app, which... in Task Manager it shows 42. Interesting. That sounds incredibly suspicious. Alright, so that should bring in the pottery. These guys... Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I didn't build any beautifications here. There we go. That'll stop them from upgrading the wrong way. I'll also put one here. There we go. They probably are. People are using AI for a lot of things that they probably shouldn't nowadays. As much as I hate to say it. Am I going to need another place? I'm probably going to need like a main pottery warehouse as well. Plop it there. I didn't really want to have a main pottery warehouse, but here we are. I'm gonna set this to get up to a quarter thing of pottery. So this is up to half papyrus. I could do beer here as well and import it. I mean, we're only going to import like 400 to start with. We're making so much money. Also, don't worry about that flax that's about to die. I didn't forget it at all. What are you talking about? Oh, wait. We need a shipwright, don't we? I always forget that. How do we want to do this? I could put the shipwright here. Yeah, I've given up on this meadow, apparently. I'm just gonna do this. And put this here. And replace the work camp there. There we go. So, where are we putting the linen? I guess here. That works just as well as anywhere. %3 unemployment? Alright, so we're gonna need more housing. We can do that. Also put a bandstand down here as well, because we're going to need not a bandstand, a conservatory. We're gonna need entertainment up here, a lot of entertainment. We're gonna need that. We're going to need the dance school, and we're going to need the Senate House or the zoo, or the zoo. Okay, so we have the beer. We could stop these people from buying the beer. I don't know if we want to do that. I guess if we really wanted to be, like, super efficient and, like, do as little as possible, we would just, like, deprive these people of their beer. But we do need, we need prosperity, we need culture. We need to improve our kingdom rating, which reminds me, now's as good a time as ever to build our mansion. We can put our mansion up here. Help improve the desirability of this area. There we go. And we can also do grain as well, because we really don't need a lot of flax for linen. There we go. That'll be for next season. We can also plop a bazaar down right here, I guess. I'm kind of creating a wall to wall off the hippo menace. Even though they're still getting through, apparently. It's okay. I want to build a couple more apothecaries. I mean, malaria is probably a problem. Where is malaria? Problems? Risks? Malaria. Yes. Yes, malaria is a risk. There we go. And we'll go ahead and we'll put a water supply here as well. There we go. Yeah, I'm sure that causes issues with some people with tetrahedron. I'm glad it's not causing you trouble. That's very good. I know from experience that PC problems can be a massive pain. Okay, these guys are also going to need a dentist. There we go. Do we have a physician up here? We don't have a physician up here. We probably should. And by probably should, I mean we definitely should. It's like water's going to be a problem over here. Well, I'm planning on eventually doubling this road, like, back on itself, because I don't care too much about this housing. So we'll go ahead and we'll put the water supply there. That way we can bring the road around. We'll also put a bandstand here. Just to help kind of spread out the entertainment a little bit. Alright, now we need a scribal school. That should be pretty easy. It's right... It's right where? It's right here. Yes. I'll plop it over here. There we go. I think we need both a scribal school and a library, but we're gonna take this one step at a time. We're gonna take this one step at a time. We actually have a lot of unemployment, which is really good because it means that we have a lot of room to get these people what they want. This is going to be the worst magnificent city they've ever seen. It's going to be great. Oh, we're going to have you build the most magnificent city we've ever seen. It's literally one tiny block of housing and like 4 palatial estates. That's what my hope and dream is. That's what I want to do. Too little entertainment. Okay. So now we need a dance school. Yes. And, I think I'm gonna do something real quick. Just, because those hippos are making me a little bit nervous. Don't mind me. I'm sure this won't cause problems at all. By the way, I do have to be a little bit careful because I'm sure walls negatively affect desirability. But we have to separate the people from the plebeians. There we go. Perfect. Now we don't have to worry about hippo attacks. Problem solved. All right. What do we need next? The desirability needs to be improved. We can do that. One big statue coming up. All right. More space. So let's see if this little magic trick works, shall we? Oh, right. Of course. They're needy. Okay. Can I make jewelry? I can. Can I import gems? I can. Alright. So, we're going to import jewelry. Ugh, our unemployment is really bad. We're gonna have to deal with that at some point, too. But that is not a today problem. Okay, we're going to import 400 gems. And we're just going to get a couple of jewelers. There we go. Okay, have fun, Tetrahedron. Have fun with Schedule 1. I've had a lot of people recommend Schedule 1. I think you even mentioned Schedule 1. I have a bunch of, like, real-life friends who also play the game. I don't really know if it's a game for me, though. But it's interesting. It's interesting. We'll say that. Tetrahedron's addicted to the demos, so... Yeah, that's fair. Okay, so we should have 2 different kinds of food here. We have a 3rd kind of food on the way. Because there's not going to be any room in this granary, so that means they're going to have to take it to this granary. We're just keeping all the good food to ourselves while these people starve. 30% unemployment. Let's not worry about that. One thing we are going to do, though, we do need a Senate house. So we're going to build that now. We'll put it... I don't really want to make a bunch of offshoot roads here. Oh, we'll put it right there. That works. Get rid of this road block because it's kind of redundant. We could also build the big temple to Bast. That would solve some of our unemployment problems, but I don't really want to solve my unemployment problems just yet. So, yeah. How's prosperity going? 37? High unemployment is causing a problem with prosperity? That's fair. Oh, I also have to build 2 monuments. I have to build 400... Okay, yeah, I forgot about the monument requirement. So it's not gonna be that easy. Okay. Still, we're fine. We can export linen. That's very good. And then we can start importing obsidian. I'd never remember how many we need. 32, 64, 90 something, 100. And then I think we need 3 more. I think that's right. I don't know. Let's start importing granite. You sell it? Does anybody else sell granite? You sell granite. Okay. Import 200 granite. And we'll put Firehouse Architect's Post down here. That'll solve more of our unemployment issues, but also when these houses upgrade, it'll take, you know, a few hundred people out of our workforce. So we have to be ready for that as well. Alright, our gems are coming in. That's good. We can stop these guys from buying jewelry because they don't need it. The plebeians don't need jewelry. They're plebeians. There we go. Is that all of our markets over here? Yes. Okay. Good. We're gonna put... I don't know if I want to put a slum house out here, because I know slum houses hurt city sentiment once you start getting fancy manners. Maybe we'll be fine, though. There's actually a surprising lack of slum houses in this city. It's just this block of housing, and then this block of housing up here. Interesting. Alright, so we have 3 different kinds of food. Do we have 3 different kinds of food in the housing, though? Not yet. We may need more wheat. Let's build a little bit more wheat production. Especially because it doesn't actually take populace. There's no reason not to. Although we do have to be a little bit careful that they can actually get out. That's a very long path for them to take. We'll see what happens.
The bazaar needs some items.
Alright, she should be grabbing the jewelry. That's good. And realistically, if we really need it, and we have zoos. We have straw and game meat now. We can build zoos. We just need the money for it. Our money's looking a little bit weak right now, but I think that's just a temporary issue. Or maybe it's one we could solve with a few more woodcutters, yeah? Yeah. Well, let's check to make sure we're not... Oh yeah, we're nowhere near the limit on wood. Yeah, let's build more woodcutters. Excellent. We should build another dock. Let's put another dock down here. That'll help kind of speed up our trade a little bit. Okay. Yeah. Fancy house. Fancy house. Fancy house. Nice. Let's improve the desirability. A little bit of debt is fine. Okay, you need access to a mortuary. I can do that. I'm producing linen. Let's solve some of our debt problems before we go into even more debt, shall we? We do not have enough food for food storage for all the food that we have. Alright, well... Okay, can you sell some things, please? I would appreciate it. Alright, we're selling some linen. Alright, I think we're good as far as debt is concerned. Yeah, alright. Big money. Big money, no whammies. Okay. We need more food space. This is gonna be a lot of food. Okay. So, mortuary. Yeah. We want to plop that there at the end. We'll plop it here at this end. Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, these people are out of the populace now. Which means this is our true unemployment. Our true unemployment is 6%. As long as we can keep these people happy. This is like a weird little challenge run. What is the bare minimum populace we need to, like, build a Palato estate? The answer may surprise you. Also, this is going to have to move because... No, wait. No, yeah, no, that's fine. For some reason, I was thinking the Palato estates were 4x4, but again, I think I'm misremembering and thinking of the other game. Kaiser 3. Alright, now you guys need a library. We should be able to do that. We're gonna need to make more papyrus, probably. Which should be pretty easy to do. I mean, we only need 500 papyrus. We can start exporting after we hit 500 papyrus. We're not using it for anything. We're literally only using it for the one school here. And it's not that much. It's not that much. Okay. Yeah, the big thing is going to be getting this granite. I need so much granite. 400 granite? That's going to be crazy. That's a crazy amount of granite. That alone is going to take literal years. Yeah, like, there's no way that we're going to get that amount of granite in a reasonable amount of time. So it's going to be a lot of fast-forwarding in this city, I think. Okay, we should build more papyrus things. We don't really need a lot more. What am I doing? There's a road right here. But we can build, like, I don't know, 4 more papyrus makers. Preferably in the right spot. Oh. I don't have any people to send. That's not gonna work. I don't have any people to send you. Sorry about that. I could start recruiting people, but they're not going to be here on time. Like, they're not going to be ready to go. I guess the game did say that I was going to need to do that, didn't it? we go. There's some extra populace for the fires. Ooh, religious access could be a problem in there, actually. Well, we can put a couple of extra temples here. We're gonna need it anyway for culture. There we go. I guess we're gonna put forts down here as we get the money for it. Might as well. There we go. Hopefully that doesn't harm desirability. This house seems like it's going to cause a problem, so I'm just going to delete it. There we go. Okay. Little bit of debt. A little bit of debt. As we sell food, as we sell wood, the debt will be less of a problem. Alright, now we have a stately man. Oh, I do need more space. Ah, oh, crap. I don't know why I was thinking that we didn't need more space for the bigger estates. Okay, well, we can still make this work. We just need to get rid of 2 of these houses. Okay, I need a second luxury good. And I can put another fancy house over here. It's gonna be a little bit harder to improve. I can get rid of my house, and I can put it elsewhere. Oh. I'm really in debt. Okay. Let's be careful here. Let's not go too far into debt. I also have my Pharaoh payment. I can give like 2,000 Debins to my city. I can give 4,000 Debins to my city. There we go. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, this housing will level up quickly. There we go. And I can still squeeze my Dynasty Mansion in here edgewise. I just gotta be a little bit more careful with my funds. I pay a little bit more attention. Let's give all of my money to the city. It's fine. Yeah, these guys are upgrading crazy fast. That's good. Here, let's just fill this area with gardens. Why not? Okay, these guys need a second type of food. Nice, nice. Okay, so we need to import ebony. The problem, or incense, I guess in this case, the problem is incense is expensive. And I definitely want to make sure that people aren't buying incense when it comes in. And I want to make sure I have the money for it when it comes in. So, again, we can import the bare minimum. We only need a little bit. 400. I guess I could have also sent warships, but it's fine. We're fine. This is A-okay. And I can also build a palace and start taxing these people into space. That will definitely help my finances as well. I can put this, like, in here somewhere. That would be great. Yeah, like that. And then we get the tax collectors. And put one there, put one there, put one there, and definitely put one here. Excellent. Yeah, there for a minute, I completely forgot that we actually need to be able to send help to the rest of the Empire if needed, but we're not gonna be able to do this, that's for sure. And I'm sure that'll probably cause problems later. Okay, that was the incense coming in. That's where all of my money went. That makes sense. Now, the good news is, now that it's in, we don't really need a lot of it. Like, even the jewelry, we're not really burning through the jewelry that fast. So that's good. It's mostly the beer that seems to be the problem. We have to import beer, right? Right. Okay, let's go ahead. We're going to kind of spend a bunch of extra money here because we need more weavers. We need more linen that we can sell for money. And we may have to put like a little enclave up here of housing to get more linen. I don't know. I don't know. What I do know is that we should be getting a second luxury good soon, right? Or did somebody else grab it when I wasn't looking?
My list of job openings is huge and I can't find any workers to fill the post.
You. You. Oh, I forgot about that. Ugh. Okay. Well, that hurts. Okay, let's stockpile fish. Because we need it for a request. And the people are going to be quite angry if if we fail to deliver all of our requests. Oh, that's so annoying that I missed the one bazaar that actually gets to take the goods. Oh, well, apparently these guys still got incense. So, I guess that's good. I guess I should be happy then. Third type of food needs desirability, needs desirability. I don't know how much more I can improve the desirability of the area. Guess I can change this to a statue. Like that. Yeah, that will work. And then over here, I can do the same thing like here. Like that. Let's give more money to the people. There we go. Thank you. Excellent. Alright, so we just need 3 types of food. Which will get here eventually. So yeah, I mean, realistically speaking, all you really need to get Plato Estates is like, yeah, I want to say 2,500 people. You could probably do it less if you were a little bit better at the game than me, maybe even 2,000 people. But it does not take a whole lot to get big fancy housing, as long as you have the tools available to do so. And these will become Plato Estates. They just, like I said, they just need to get the 3rd type of food. Which is the 3rd type of food that they need? Grain. I see. You know, what I might do is something like that instead, since we have so much game meat. But we can also produce more grain. Oh, we are so in debt. We are selling papyrus, right? We can sell pottery. Sell pottery over 800. Yeah, we are selling papyrus. We could import copper and make weapons. But let's not get crazy now. You need a physician, huh? Where could we put a physician? Well, I mean, I have a place we could put a physician. Right there. There we go. Excellent. Yeah, it seems like we're struggling with money, but I think we're pretty good. Like, it's gonna be super slow to import the incense because we don't use it that fast. We're going to stop importing gems here soon because we're going to get backed up on jewelry. So those are 2 of our biggest expenses that we're not going to have to pay for soon. Very soon. Plus, we're going to start getting a lot of money from these Plato Estates. They're going to pay us so many taxes. Look at these taxes. Beautiful. We just gotta make sure we can maintain this. It shouldn't be that hard to maintain, but it will take some amount of effort. I think the most expensive thing we're going to be importing other than the incense occasionally is the beer. Everything else should be pretty good. I'm sitting here chomping at the bit waiting for these houses to upgrade. So after these houses upgrade to Plato Estates, we just have to get the requirements in. The culture and prosperity, as well as... It's okay. We tried our best at Gaza. But it does mean that we may start getting attacked here, and that's something that we're going to want to prepare for. There we go. I'm trying my best not to delete as much of these trees as possible, because we may need them. We may need them sooner rather than later. Why are we struggling to get wheat? Are other people taking all the wheat? Hey, excuse me. Don't buy wheat. That is only for the wealthy people. Only the wealthy people are allowed to buy wheat, okay? Okay. Only the highest class of people. Now, one thing that we could do is provide a fourth type of food. We could build the cattle ranch. And that would be very nice because it gives more options. But I don't know. I feel like I'm probably going to have to use the straw and game meat and for culture reasons. 100 prosperity. The amazing prosperity of this city is the talk of Egypt, with its 3,000 people. Okay. Alright, let's start working on some of these accessibility things that we need to do. A mortuary, probably physician, religious requirements, zoos. Zoos are probably going to be important. Scribal schools. Oh, okay. There we go. Let's build a zoo, of all things. Psh, that's enormous. Okay. Put it over here. I don't think I've ever built a zoo before in Pharaoh. Maybe I have. I probably have at some point. Yeah, we may have to do something about wheat. I know we want to be careful about slum houses, because that could pull down city sentiment. But I feel like we need more access to wheat. And I think the best way to do that is going to be to expand our farming operation. I mentioned before, I feel like meadow farming is a little bit more consistent, even if you get more volume with the other farming on a good day. So we're going to do some wheat farming. in the meadow. There we go. I think any of these places have collapse risk, so we can just put a firehouse here. And I think that'll help. We could also import food. Maybe we could import food? I don't actually know. No, we can't import food. Okay. All right, so we have a zoo now. Congratulations. We still need dentists and mortuaries. We can do dentist access. Dentist access is pretty easy. There we go. Mortuary is going to be a little bit harder, but we may be able to make things work. We got to be a little bit careful with mortuaries because we are selling a lot of linen. How short are we on people? 76 workers. We may have to build more housing. I don't really want to. It looks like we have more people coming in. I wanted to try to minimize the number of housing or the number of people that we were going to get, but it's fine. We're fine. It's okay. There we go. What am I doing? Does that work? I guess that technically works. It looks a lot better too. It's just a little jank. Whatever, it's fine. They'll figure it out probably. Good news is, I took a quick look. We are very close to the 200 granite we need for our first monument. We have to build 2 of these things. We're probably going to put one over here. We could put both of them over here. We could put one like here and one like here. Yeah. That might be what we do. We'll have to move the Temple of Ptah around, probably. But it'll still probably work. Okay, so we have grain coming in. The only place that can buy grain is this market right here. So we shouldn't have a problem getting grain. Fish is a little bit problematic. We may need to get more fish production. Or we may have to bite the bullet and actually just produce meat. Because here's the thing. These guys only need, like, 1 or 2 types of food. They don't really need a lot of food. A lot of variety of food. So... you know, things and stuff. This is obnoxious. Don't mind me. Nah, they'll be fine. This is going to ruin my my kingdom reputation, not going at any of those requests. But, like, I can just throw money at the problem over the decades that it's going to take me to get this granite. So I'm not super worried about it. The worker shortage is a problem, though. The worker shortage is definitely a problem. Not a big problem, it's just a problem. Desirability, need a third type of food. Desirability is the hard part. Because there's only so many statues I can shove into an area before it starts looking gross. Is the bird... Ah, the bird crocodile is enough to satisfy the people. Hooray. I wonder how much straw this is using. Probably not much. I don't think I really have a way of seeing that easily. So there is a concern that I may not be able to keep fish up here. I mentioned it briefly that we may need to invest more heavily in fish production. That's because a lot of the fish is going to other housing. I could just make some of the bazaars not buy fish, and that would basically do the same thing that it did with the wheat. But I don't know if that's a good idea or not. Maybe I just do meat. Maybe I just do a little bit of meat. I have plenty of money. I can always... Maybe I can import some straw. Can I import straw? No. So I kind of just have to rely on the ambient straw I get. But what we can do is we can make it so that none of the granaries accept meat, except for this one. And then we'll have functionally 4 different kinds of food up here. We could probably turn this back to a quarter now. And make this back to a half. Something like that. Because I want to make sure that there's a little bit of everything up here. And we're going to make this get fish, because fish definitely seems like the weak link at the moment. We're going to try that. We're going to see how we can do, or what we can do. But, there we have it. We have our 4 Palato estates. Nice. We also have 100 prosperity. We just need this culture to get up higher. Too few dancers. We can put a pavilion somewhere, probably. Problem is we're going to start running into employment. More and more employment issues, I guess I should say. Because we're already short people. Dentist, physician. Let's take a look here. Yeah, it's a little lacking, I see. Okay. Physician, dentist, mortuary. There we go. Okay. Overall, I'm pretty happy with this. I'm actually extremely happy with this. No. They're doomed forever. We are going to start sending gifts to the people of Egypt, though, because we're going to need to grind out that kingdom rating if we're going to win this. Too few places of worship. Well, I can build more temples. Like that. There we go. And we still have to build our monument stuff. We can go ahead and build the work camps we need for that, like that. Well, we could put some housing down here, I guess. Just like a weird line of housing across here. I kind of want to, like, sanctify this area and not build anything around it, though. Maybe we can put housing over here. Just some, like, semi-slum housing. But, like, not. There's, like, a little block of housing right here. Nothing fancy, just literally enough to get people into work. 2,400 wood? Okay. We should be able to pull that off. I just have to make sure that the bazaars that I put down are still banned from wheat and incense. Well, let's see. Incense, jewelry, wheat, and... yeah, I think that's fine. I'm not too concerned if some meat gets back here or anything of that nature. Now, unfortunately, this is going to cause my culture requirements to go up. I'm going to need more physicians. I'm going to need more mortuaries. I'm going to need more entertainment for everybody involved. All that fun stuff. But it is what it is. We'll make it work, I guess. Actually, would it look better? I guess it would look better if our monuments were, like, in front of... yeah, I could put one there. And I could put one... oh, no. Why? Why is there a hippo spawner right there? Why must you ruin my symmetry? We could put one there. And one there, I guess. That may work. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I don't have any water up here. I should fix that. Look, it's not that I don't care about these people's needs. It's just their needs are less important than these guys. Alright, some of these houses have four varieties of food now. That's good. Hopefully we can keep that up. And he makes so much money. It's nice. It's nice. Sadly, I don't think I'm gonna get my dream of completing this mission in like an hour. Pretty sure I'm already way over that, but I'm still pretty pleased with how well, how quickly I managed to build the Paleto Estates. I'm really happy with that. I'm extremely happy with that. Physicians. Yeah, I'm gonna need more of all of these. More dentists. I'm working on it, buddy. Relax. We probably need more Senate houses, too. Ooh. I don't really know where to put one of those. I guess I could put it down here. No, actually, I lied. Yeah, no, Senate houses are good for 7,500 people. We're fine. Bandstand down here. We need a booth, or not a booth, a pavilion. I didn't see what that was. It probably wasn't important. Oh, our compliance is now possible. Nice. Okay. Forward progress is good. We still need a lot of workers. That's okay. Too few places to worship. Need a physician. I think I did see that. No, our physician? Seriously? We need one more physician for 80 more people. Alright. Okay, game. There you go. I got you. I got you 80 people. Perfect across the board. That's good. Perfect scribal schools. It's not updating. Maybe at the beginning of the month it'll update. We'll give it some time. We'll give it some time. It's mostly the obelisks. It's mostly importing the granite for the obelisks. That's what's been taking the most time. Like, I guess, like, grinding out culture is also a pain, but grinding out culture is always a pain. But according to the rules, until I get my culture high enough, I can't fast forward. The rules that I've been so definitely 100%, 1,010% being a completely adherence to and not making stuff up constantly at all. You know, those rules. I'm surprised entertainment isn't more of a problem up here. Seems like it's mostly just desirability and getting resources. Too few libraries. Yeah. I guess. It doesn't say perfect on it. We'll put a library down there. I wonder if I could get away with turning this into housing. Seems a bit risky. Let's go for it. No. Wait. Look, statues. Be happy. There we go. Look off in the distance. There's a statue across from the school. That makes my house slightly more desirable. I'm not going to demolish it. There we go. Hooray. Alright, we should have enough for one of these guys. Yeah, we're gonna put it... I mean, I kind of want to put it right at the corner. Of course, it's illegal to rotate it, so it's gonna have to go there. Okay. That works. I'm okay with that. Need a mortuary and more everything, basically. Okay. We'll put a mortuary out here. I mean, we already have 3 out there, but apparently that's not enough. And we'll also put a physician. There. There we go. It's like I planned it out, or something. Unemployment is good. That's very good. Let's build more... More forts. More archer forts. Why are we building more archer forts? Because I'm extremely paranoid. I'm like, if I lose enough of these battles in the distance, are they going to suddenly send an army after me? That's my fear. Okay, how are we looking at culture? Too few places to worship. Well, I do still have this giant temple to build. I could put it down here where it will have no relevance whatsoever to my city. Yeah, let's do that. There we go. Excellent. That's gonna hurt my... no, this should be fine. City sentiment is falling. Why is city sentiment falling? It's because I have slum houses, isn't it? So many slums. I don't have many slums, game. Come on. Unless you're considering these slums over here, you're bonkers. Here, we're gonna put a granary over here to maybe, hopefully, upgrade these houses a little bit faster. Yeah. Because, you know, I'm still working on getting these people food. But that makes me a slumlord. Womp womp. Yeah, I can delete some of them. I don't want to go nuts. And I want to have space here in case I decide that I need more housing. But yeah, that should be fine. I may have gone a little bit crazy. But I also don't need this slum house anymore because all this housing should be enough for these. And that's literally my only slum house. I haven't built any other slum houses this entire game. Which is extremely surprising because I tend to be pretty reliant on slum houses. Huh. That's really neat, actually. And that'll also help with, well, it should have helped with culture because I have fewer people, but apparently it didn't help with culture. Okay. I need to continue grinding out more culture. Maybe I was a little bit premature. There's a few mixed in with the nice ones, is there? Oh, yeah, there's a couple of them here. There we go. Just plow them over and build gardens, it's fine. Oh, I need to actually run a road to the monument. I always forget that. I figure they can just walk like normal people. But apparently they need road access. Oops, my bad. Okay, we still need more dentists. Just like one more dentist. There we go. Entertainment is perfect. There's no real way to see how good our temple control is. So much taxes. It's beautiful. Okay. I mean, you need to just build a bunch of temples down here, too. Ptah, Osiris, Bast. Bast. There's a few more temples for you. Send a gift to improve our kingdom rating. That actually almost gets us to what we need. It's just the culture rating that's a pain. Culture rating is always such a pain. I think I'm gonna speed up the game at this point. I don't think we're at any risk of losing, and I don't think we're going to have to build too many more things than we've already built, other than having to grind out the culture. So I think we're good to speed up here and see what we can do. That's not gonna happen. I'll tell you what. You can buy grain. Nobody else can, other than you and you. Because what's happening is our grain, our granary here is being filled up with grain, and it's not being filled up with anything else. So that was a little bit of a mistake on my part, but hey, he can use the grain. It's fine. We can build a storage yard here and set it to get pottery. I think that'll help upgrade those houses. Part of the problem with this bazaar here is that it's feeding technically both sides of this housing. So it's probably having a hard time getting down here to get food to all of these houses. But this road is a little bit too far away for these exterior bazaars to do the same thing to the interior square. That's why I don't usually build houses like this, because it causes janky things to happen. But we're kind of committed, so it is what it is. Okay, we need access to a mortuary. I guess we do need another mortuary somewhere. Hey. Excuse me. Don't downgrade on me. That's rude. Also have another mortuary. Hey. What do you mean not enough entertainment? What are you missing? A dance school? Are we not getting enough dancers in? Maybe. Or not dancers, musicians. Yeah. I bet that was it. Not enough musicians. Yeah. Okay. That makes a lot of sense. I understand. Probably just overbuilt on the bandstands a little bit. It's okay. Alright, our first obelisk is finished. That's good. We still have one more to do, though. Oof. We're so close. I wonder if that's part of my problem. I wonder if my entertainment venues are struggling to get people, especially these ones out here. Also, I saw malaria, so let's build a couple of apothecaries. There we go. city sentiment is still falling. That's the obnoxious thing about having such high quality houses, is that people become snobs. They expect to live in nice houses because they see people living in big fancy manors. I guess it makes sense to a certain extent, but it's just kind of funny. I can get rid of this house. There we go. Okay. 100 culture. That's what it was. I'm pretty sure that was the problem. I need to be... So, like, here's the way it works. The conservatory, the juggler school, the dance school, all of those things provide, I think it's like 6 or 7 dancers per month, or workers per month, or something along those lines. When you start to have a very large city, and you start to have too many venues, you start running into situations where not all of them are active at the same time. And that's usually not a problem. Except it hurts your culture score. And it doesn't say that it hurts your culture score. And it's just a pain. It's just a pain. Culture is a pain in this game. It always has been. It always will be. We can probably open up some more of our bazaars to buying grain. Because I gotta be honest with you, we have a lot of grain. And it's kind of clogging the system a little bit. So, we're still going to be, like, real picky about who buys the grain. But we're gonna be less picky. Okay, do we still have a slum problem? Apparently. Okay, well, I'll tell you what. Let's lower taxes. Let's put taxes down to 5%. Then you'll be happy enough that you won't complain about the slums. Much. How many more blocks of granite do we need? We're almost there. We're getting there. We're getting close. 4 o'clock. Okay. Oh. That's unfortunate. That's fine. We're not really reliant on wood anymore. Is this house considered a slum? Maybe. I don't have any, like, low-level housing. Uh-oh. Where is this one low-level house? Is it up here? No. Where's the slum? Show me where the slum is. There it is. I found it. It's right here. There we go. That was probably the slum that everybody was complaining about. Yep, sure was. So now we just have to finish this little walled area. I'm pretty sure you're meant to go nuts and build like a massive freaking city with like 10,000 people. And I'm just like, nah, I probably could have done this with half as many people if I wasn't having problems. If it wasn't a Wednesday. Sure is. Alright, we should be ready to start. No, not quite. There we go. $100 culture, 100 prosperity, 58 kingdom rating. We can get that better. But we're gonna do this monument first. I probably should have offset these back slightly, but it's fine. We're good to go. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I think, when I'm done with this mission, I'm gonna make a quick phone call. And depending on what comes of that phone call will determine if I'm done with the stream or if I'm just gonna take a quick break and get a bite to eat. And then come back. We'll see. I'd like to do one more mission tonight, but it may not be possible. That... Yes, Tana, you're 100% correct. It's gonna see what's for dinner, and whether I just make something real quick, or if I wait for dinner to complete and then eat. If it's the latter, I'll have to call it a night, because I won't get back until for an hour or longer, and then we'll go from there. I have pizza in the roll. Rude to the dinner maker. Yeah. Yeah. It's probably true. The big thing, though, for me is that, like, it's an odd time and I'm hungry. So, like, yeah, I'm just gonna make a quick phone call, and then I'll be back after I'm done with this mission. Inform the people of my decision. I think that's what we're gonna do. Hey, our obelisk is finished. All right, let us. Oh no, our culture, please. You're not going to tell me what the problem is with my culture? Okay. Well, it's probably because I have too many people. Kingdom is easy, though. I just have to send money to the Pharaoh. And by the Pharaoh, I mean me. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Let's go ahead and send a gift. And then we should be good to go. Yeah! And we completed the Middle Kingdom.
Bubastis does credit to you, most capable
196
and
months.
to all Egypt.
Still probably one of the shortest missions I've done in a long time. Alright. That's a nice little clump. That's beautiful. I enjoy the aesthetic of it. I wish it was a little bit more symmetrical, but that's okay. Alright. And there's my whole city. Looks good. Super tiny. Definitely not as big as they expected you to make it. But we are in... We are in the new kingdom. Strange enemies with terrifying super weapons bring the Middle Kingdom to its end and prepare the way for the magnificent new kingdom to follow. We are on the home stretch of the base game of Pharaoh. It's nice. It's nice. But I will be right back. Probably with food.